Like testing, testing. We should be on live. And first and foremost, I'm gonna start off by saying, "All praises be to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kadash." All right, double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone, and salutes to your brothers teaching the word in sincerity and in truth. And pretty much, bro, we're gonna go into some stuff. But let's start off with Second Esdras 9:1. Because pretty much, bro, the Heavenly Father is bringing down this kingdom, bro, and it's about time. Like the scripture says, it's been a long, the song, it's been a long time coming. You know what I'm saying? Because pretty much that's the saints of Yahweh Shem Shai patiently waiting for the kingdom. That's what, when you pick up the scriptures and you're talking about your father, you believing in the scriptures, you teaching the scriptures, yeah. This clearly you're supposed to be hastening the day of the destruction of this kingdom. This is a bizarre old kingdom. This is an alternative, weird ass system, yeah. Most High, this ain't of the Most High, and you can clearly see it now. It's just getting wickeder as the days go on, getting rottener as the days go on, right? The moral fiber of this kingdom has completely deteriorated, bro. It was a wicked kingdom to start with, but
it's the height of it.
It's even worse than it's fucked. It's like basically the end of the end.
Preacher?
Yeah.
Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3 to the point. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Yeah, the vision is yet for an appointed time. And we're in the end right now. So morally, right now, this is the worst that you're ever gonna get. And you got like on a moral, like let's say on a like reproductives and all that, people, you got extreme feminism going on. You got extreme alphabetism going on. You got all these isms, all this stuff going on, like in this anti-life, on a heightened level.
Yeah.
So we're talking like, anything, and like another thing, they want babies to be born in robots. First it was like men giving birth to babies. That's another thing that they was pushing, that they did, or was pushing, whatever. They remember that bloke, and he was supposed to be, then they got the robots. So this is all they're pushing. They're pushing anti-life. So then extreme feminism, women is cursing men out, and not giving bucks and all this kind of talking, or women are being lesbians, or men are becoming women, or children already, they want them to change their genders or identify with something that you can identify as a tree, a car, or let's say a car if you want. I'm a car.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a quick one.
Right.
This is Jeremiah 28 and 8. Okay, it says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Right, so the prophets, that's the job of the prophet. And that's the Lord had prophets in every kingdom. So people are, who are you guys? What do you guys, what do you guys do? What we're doing here? We're the prophets of the Most High, Yahweh, or Yahweh Shai. And we're ushering in, we're prophesying and ushering in the kingdom of the Most High and His Son. Straight out, that's what we do. Now the prophets from before was doing that. It ain't stopped, man. It's, why would it just? Why would all that history be there? And then because we're in America, because we're in this, or we're in England, we're in the new system, it just stops. Okay, let's just stop. Like prophesying just stops because we're in a modern era. You know, people talk like that. That's a whole philosophy within itself.
Yeah.
The modern era.
Yeah,
Bible
the
time.
Bible, yeah, exactly.
Right, that's just right. So even that within itself is a religion. You think they think they think that they're not. Oh, well, I don't believe in anything. I mean, I'm in the modern era. It's a modern society.
Yeah.
That's the religion.
Yeah.
Because even this new world order is a modern era. That's what the whole. It's got whole
That's the whole
philosophies
point
that
of it,
come
innit?
with it.
Gone.
Mindsets, philosophies, beliefs. That is a belief. The
Yeah.
modern era is a belief within itself.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in the modern era. So so basically, let's do away with the scriptures.
That's what they're saying in essence.
That's what's gonna, and even the new world order's pushing that.
Mhm.
Everything that they're pushing is against the scriptures.
I got a quick one.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Revelation 10 and 9. It says, "And I went unto the angel and said unto him, Give me the little book. And he said unto me, Take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. And I took the little book out of the angel's mouth and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter." And this is the point I want to get from it. Verse 11 says, "And he said unto me, Thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings." Meaning basically, like, brothers were saying, that they say, "Oh, that's Bible times," the prophecies, Bible times, we're in a modern era. Well, John the Revelator was given a vision that he's going to have to come back to prophesy again in this modern time. That's why it said, "And he said unto me, Thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings," which is what's happening now. John the Revelator came back, and the prophets of old came back to prophesy against this specific kingdom we're in today, because this is a kingdom. This kingdom is governed by rulers. It has kings. It has monarchs. You know what I mean? It has elite families. This is the world we're in. But see what the elites have done. They created this modern system we live in, and the old world visuals, they kind of covered it up with this new world. Do you get me? But like for example, the elites, when they do their ceremonies, they do shit with cloaks and daggers and bowing and knighthoods and all that in their wicked left-hand side cabals, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, the point is we're back again, Lord willing, to prophesy against this kingdom. So we are by biblical times. That's the point, man. We're deep in the thick of biblical times. The Bible, the scriptures called the Lord called the scriptures a book that is never ending. What do you call it? Living waters. Living waters is something that flows constantly. So even after this society,
These people, they don't know where
They're
they are.
stupid,
They
man.
just don't know where they are.
nah,
They don't know that America is Babylon the Great,
exactly.
right?
This is the beast system.
Yeah, Europe is the beast.
Yeah.
England is the mother of Babylon. So you guys don't know where. London is a frog, one of the unclean frogs.
Yeah.
When you read, man, let's get that.
Revelation. Yeah. It's true, man. This is where the hell we are at, man. We're in a kingdom, bro. This is nothing but Rome all over again. Mm-hmm.
This is Revelation chapter 16,
16.
verse 13. "And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet."
Read it again.
This is Revelation 16 and 13. "And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet.
Yeah, so that represents your three city states, Rome, London, and Washington D.C. So, so this whole, when you read Revelation, you get like animals and things like that reference for kingdoms and shit. That's how the Lord gets down, poetic. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how the Bible's written.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not going to say America, it's not going to say Europe. It's not going to say that. It's gonna show you as beasts and stuff or different things.
Mm-hmm.
Or even you had the statue of Daniel. You had that was like a statue, and gold, silver, and all that. So there's always like metaphors, things like that for this place. So if you want to get the understanding, it's not going to say England. That's because you knuckleheads. See, the scholars, they're aware of prophecy,
Mm-hmm.
so they'll like be trying to find out, well, where is this place?
Mm-hmm.
They were
Sure.
trying to say that one of the things they're trying to say is Babylon is the Vatican, which is clearly BS. You know, so it's all BS, man. Then there was another thing about, well, where the lost tribes are, or the lost tribes in Europe, which is more, that was more BS.
Then they even remember they mentioned building the third wall, the third temple,
Yeah,
Amalek and all that, like the actual physical wall.
right.
But they're fucking, you know, that, which is, you know, that kind of correlates. It's all BS. That it's a mystery what the building of the wall, the building of the third temple is. It's not physical, you know, which is us basically, the Israelites, man. I was saying that because you're saying it based on, you know, they said the Vatican is Babylon, all the confusion they throw out there. That's the point.
Yeah, well, the Lord said that the kingdom of heaven is within you.
Mm-hmm.
And people were getting, you know, back then they were bugging out when the Lord mentioned about the temple going down. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the Lord
being rebuilt.
Right. But what's that scripture? The Lord dwelleth in temples not made with hands.
Yeah.
I got a quick one.
All right.
1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 9. For we are laborers together with God, Yahweh Shemel Shai. Ye are Yahweh Shemel Shai's husbandry, ye are Yahweh Shemel Shai's building.
Yeah, we are the building of the Lord. And all the scriptures actually says that we're prayed with different stones, different precious stones that make up the building. And then you got gold, silver, then you got hay and wood and that, you know. So we represent the Lord's building, basically. Like in Esau's masonry, which he likes to his whole principles is about really stone masons, you know, which you can say that kind of goes back to Iron Biff and all that, because they like to go back to King Solomon anyway, and all that, but because they try and they take things and put, do it for the left. So a stonemason is basically someone that builds and shit. So what they ultimately really trying to say is that they're building for Satan. You know, that's basically what they say. They got the square and the compass, and then the symbolism with the G in it really means God or whatever, or geometry, but it really means God. And then people say, well, what God are you talking about? And then it means, when you go into it, it means Satan. It's talking about Satan. Or was it Bob Dylan? Asked him, was him or another guy? I don't think it was Bob Dylan. It was another dude.
I know the clip you're talking about.
Right, I don't forget that guy's name, that geezer's name, man.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's definitely not. It's not Bob Dylan. He goes, yeah, the great command.
Yeah.
That's in like, you know. So
Yeah.
when I mean, you know, they talks about the deal, the king, the God, and the rule of the universe.
Mhm.
Or what he said, you know,
Talking
yeah,
about
it's a
Daffy,
great
innit?
commander. It's like because they was asking him certain man. What are you saying, man? He said, yeah, but you gotta do it because
The great commander is listening. That demon, yeah.
So
Basically,
in
got to
the
show
meet-
their reverence, innit?
yeah,
To their,
because the souls. He
yeah,
was talking about that. Basically, he's exposing how you're fucking trapped
yeah.
when you
You
sold
got to show
the
your
souls. You
allegiance.
gotta do because I can't remember the football. You know the clip, and that's what they're stuck in. So
Mm-hmm.
another thing,
Mm.
in the square and compass, they like to say, oh, geometry and that because they've first of all that dude came out the caves,
Mm-hmm.
so he took like when they build the buildings and that they go to the ancient world,
Mm-hmm.
look how they did things, and all the manuscripts, and study it, and then you know what I mean. They ain't just fucking white man so great,
Mm-hmm.
like everyone just thinks, and it
They study the
like
ancient
you know what
world,
I mean.
man.
Like all these fucking the white man's just so great, No, the most I put him,
In position, man.
yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I want Malachi 1,
And there's still things
and then I
Esau.
also want
There's still things Esau
Okay,
can't
Malachi
even.
1.
I got a quick one after as well. You, no.
Well, there was certain I forgot the other one I was gonna.
There's still things. And I got a quick one. There's still things Esau can't even. The Lord's even given him so much because there's even things from the ancient world he can't create. You know what I mean? There's things that from the ancient world he's gone and studied empires, and he can't create it. He can't even remake it. So there's knowledge the Lord's completely even blocked him from anyway. Just so that can just be like marvels of the ancient ones. See those things that was built. Esau can't even accomplish it. The Lord's given him certain information. You know what I mean? But the point is, stands what you're saying. Yeah, they go back to the ancient ways to study. Even the Getty family. If you watch the Getty family, their fucking house is filled. Remember that one we was watching, the Getty family, and then the fucking house was filled with all ancient artifacts. A pillar from Rome. His house, one of his ceiling was a massive constellation. So they study stuff, things from the ancient world, from Persia, all that.
I don't know if did you have the Bible. I'm sure you had the Bible.
I think he did. So they had things from like ancient kingdoms in there. They collect shit like that, man. So you don't get it twisted. Esau pays to see how things function back then, to see what can he make in his society. Nothing new. It's nothing new what he's doing.
Even when you go to like certain galleries, or like the National Gallery
Mm-hmm.
in London and all that, it will say like, so like look at the donators, it will say like the Rothschilds' names on there.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that before. They'll make certain donations to places of artifacts and things like that. So it shows that that's what they do.
That's what they put their mind into, isn't it? I've got a quick one, right? Or did you want to go off what you had lined up, what you wanted, isn't it? You want to go off that?
Is that this is what you're bringing on this?
Yeah.
What's it? 'Cause
No,
let's get
go
this.
on what you're doing. Sorry.
Malachi chapter, you want to get from 4 or read up?
Read it from the top, bro.
Okay. This is Malachi chapter 1 verse 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob. And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh Shai of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
Well, he's built up his desolate places, which is Rome, Greek Rome, which he had his versions of Greek Rome because they actually took that, like he stole it. He steals everything. That's how Esau gets down. So he's even stole that from Japhet. You know what I'm saying? So he stole Greece, Rome from Jaffa anyway. Phone
Man,
goes.
quickly just toasted out this internet, but the internet is working.
That's Satan, man. We've just been getting it in. We just edification coming
It's
out.
Satan, man.
There we go.
We're back. We're back.
So wait, how long's it been? I think it's been like that for a good. Cause it's only saying 20 minutes. It's Satan, bro.
So we've been on talking. Yo, so lucky, brothers,
Bro,
man.
I don't know, but what happened was, you know, when your phone goes black, like the screen, like, why has it done that?
It's done that before, hasn't it?
No.
This shit.
What's up with all that?
That's just
And I'm behind here, and because I seen it from the, but I thought it was the angle. Because from the angle, you see here, you can't really see it.
This is Satan, man. This is Satan. We live now, isn't it? We live.
Yeah, just
So I think
So we was going into some edification, but it is what it is, man. Alright, this what we got, bro.
yeah, I've got one, right? So this is to kind of go into. Oh man, where the hell is it at, man? Okay, so this is it was actually shit.
Well, what we was going into was our
This is Rome.
yeah, and Esau pretty much is modeled like he knows this is who he is. He knows this is Rome come back.
I got a quick one.
So he's modeled everything after Rome. You know, we were just going into some of that. Your amphitheaters, your stadiums, your law, you know, that we was going into all that. The planets, missions, festivals, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Or even in his Space Force, I was going to bring this out as well.
Yeah.
He's got, it's called the 533 Training Squadron, and that's their emblem, which is the what's it called?
On the camera.
The Roman helmet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they're channeling that energy, showing you that it's the same people.
Well, even some of their military branches are named after Roman legions, like in the British paratroopers, which they wear the red berets. A lot of their regiments are named after Roman legions, Scipio 6 or whatever. Like, you know, it's like you know the Roman names, the legion. You know, they'll have it as like there might be like the royal paras, but then there will be like Legion, whatever they call it.
Yeah,
You know that stuff?
Yeah.
So you know it's Rome, isn't it? The Roman armies. And I got a quick one here. This is First Maccabees 8 and 15. Moreover, how they made for themselves a senate house wherein 320 men sat in council daily, consulted always for the people to the end they might be well ordered. So they organized their politics through senates, houses. Same thing they did in Rome, man. You saw it in Rome, man. You've seen it in the movies. Julius Caesar and, you know, these Roman Republicans, these Roman Senate, they call them Republicans in America today, innit? The Roman Senate houses, what are they doing? They were discussing politics in the Senate houses, man. They do it today. It's told you that in Maccabees. And they doing it today in America today, man. They consult in the Senate houses, man. You know? And that's one of many things. What about the brother, I think you mentioned it, the arenas, the sports arenas, which are nothing but coliseums today. You know, the UFC, all of that, man. You know, even the style of shoes people wear. There's certain sandals people wear today, and I saw they were comparing it to Rome, and they had like a Roman statue, and the style of sandals being worn today is a certain style, like a latch style sandals, like in fashion, and it was like a statue of the person having the same sandal on. Nothing but things come back, you know.
Even people like the famous brand that Jake's been wearing, Nike. That's a Roman god.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So they know what they're doing, man. Oh, the Olympics. We still got the Olympics going on, you know. Going back to, you know, Greco-Rome and Greece, and you got
games.
You got people gymnasium. You got people walking around in spandex, going to gyms and going on jogs and all that. That goes back to gymnos and the Greeks and all that. So that it's them bringing all that stuff back, man.
Yeah. And another thing, what proves this is Rome. One thing, what did Rome hate? One things Rome hated the most was what? The barbarians.
Mhm.
People that didn't fit into the system was considered barbarians. They do the same thing today. What's this whole immigration thing that they have in Europe at the moment? They basically don't want the barbarians in. They don't abide by our cultures. That's what these white people say.
Right.
They don't abide. They don't respect the women. They don't. They're always claiming these barbarians just want to rape the women and all that. That's like their mentality. That's the shit. I said the great word, but that's true. Whenever they talk about these barbarians, they come in here. They don't respect the culture. They don't. That's basically them saying, "Get these fucking animals out of here." Did the same thing in Rome. Rome obviously was on a different level because the barbarians, they were going at it with Rome. They actually had their own armies, Carthaginians, and you had the barbarian hordes that provinces Rome didn't even want to touch. You see it in the movie Gladiator, in the beginning of it, when the Maximus's legion is about to go to war. Who they go on war with? A barbarian horde, and they were basically untamed cats with beards and fucking, you know what I mean? They had their own way of life. They didn't want to be Rome to fuck with them basically, and they were considered what the barbarian. So that's what Esau does today in his system. Anyone opposed to the Roman mentality that we live in is considered a barbarian.
That's why they
an
want
animal.
a new world order,
Exactly.
so that they don't have to have any revolts anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what they're saying is the best way of doing that is to chip everybody, lower the population, so there's a handful of people that you can keep your eye on these people.
Mm-hmm.
No reproduction going on unless it's controlled or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no reproduction going on.
Yeah.
And the people that are left chipped.
Yeah. Basically doing that now anyway. We're right up close to that, isn't it?
Yeah.
They pretty much, that's another topic, but the Esau's system, man, has pretty much done away with relationships, and the family structures and unit families and conventional families. That's pretty much finished now in this system. It's almost over, really.
Well, when you watch these movies, there always some outbreak or something happens, some virus, and then people just can't produce kids anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what they're gonna,
Mm-hmm.
people kind of already affected by that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
People that took the
jab. Oh man, you can't.
The Vicky.
Yeah, the Vickies.
I was trying to.
They
Right
trying to,
across.
If they do it, they do it.
I
Man.
was trying to stop you there,
Yeah,
man. I just couldn't.
it's a lot, bro.
If they do it, they do it,
I
man.
was trying to give you,
The sea hit, man.
Yeah, the sea hit.
If they do it,
they don't like you talking about that.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah. Remember, there was even fucking doing everyone over for misinformation for a period of time. Like,
Yeah, every video
you
getting
get
zapped.
done over.
Hey, well, back in the they don't like it when they used to strip brothers video, apostles and down videos a lot back in the day.
Yeah,
Unless on YouTube.
Yeah.
Was it? I don't know if
Yeah.
it was like 013 or something.
okay.
There was a time when it was ripping the fucking videos like no man's business, ripping channels.
Mm.
And then they'll have a period they'll do it, then they'll stop. Then they'll, but that was one of the periods as well. If you said anything about such and such, pretty
Calm
much
down.
wrote, like they had the whole misinformation, the MM,
Mhm.
Yeah, man. What we got?
Of our scriptures is Revelation 13 and verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast.
That image of the beast is that Roman way of life coming back again. That's the beast. That's what we're in. So it's Rome coming back. The beast represents the Roman Empire, and now we're back in that today, basically. this is what it is, and we was going touching on to things as to how even things are modeled, you know,
After the old image.
after the old image, and it was rekindled. Because remember, what did the Lord call it as well in the scriptures? He called the beast. Remember, he said it was wounded. It wasn't done away with.
Deadly wound was healed.
It was just injured a bit.
Right.
It was an injured animal. You know what I'm saying? An injury can always be recovered. You get injured, have 6 months of good recovery. You can come back from an injury. That was the wound of the beast. It fell for a bit. It was a long period. It fell because Esau was out the way for 1,000 years, and even the apostles brought it out because the scriptures talk about the juniper roots. The juniper root is like a lot of nutrients in it, and that keeps you sustained. So remember, it says he had the net by the braid by the bushes and all that.
Yeah.
The juniper root. So Esau was sustained for survival because why? He had to come back and his wound was healed. No,
Yeah, the man was able to resurrect
from
a
nothing.
kingdom that was like what 2,000 years old, man.
Yeah. For real.
That's crazy, man.
That's heavy.
So the rest of them kingdoms,
Dead and gone.
they're toast.
Didn't come back.
Mm.
Didn't come back. Didn't come back. Yeah. And another reason we know this is the
And the prophecy states that the Lord's gonna revive the house of David, which was fallen.
That's it.
So the house of David would never. That was everlasting. That one would never be.
Mm.
You can't. There's not. See that's deeper than the East shit. Oh.
That's that everlasting kingdom in Daniel 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's nothing he can do to stop the
stop the resurrection.
you
And the
can't do
revival.
nothing to stop that.
The revival, bro. You can't. And
Like,
this is, you know,
The kingdom, like the Jakes, you can't do nothing against that.
yeah. Remember you saying just now they were ripping them videos, all 13 and stuff. But the truth just took a mind of its own, man. Because it's all over, like the internet, even YouTube from 013 to now. The style of YouTube's changed. It's just flooded with different information. Maybe they just couldn't even. These devils just couldn't stop it. There's fuck it, man. You know what I'm saying? The truth is just getting so pumped from the
Also
internet.
couldn't
Yeah.
stop it. Well, I didn't say they stopped it.
Nah, what I mean is they probably just gave up on even trying to rip
Well,
things
they,
and all that.
well, yeah, because
Yeah,
they
they
were
fucking-
trying.
Yeah, they were trying to rip.
They were
everything.
ripping, but we would put up
Just
like
keep flooding it.
10 more channels.
And look at it now, man. If you look at the net now, we're on there. The brothers, the GMS, the Israelite thing is out there. Everyone knows about Israel. You cannot be in the truth, be in the truth. No, everyone knows about Israel, man. It's everywhere. That's how much we flooded the internet, man. And now in the internet, even everyone's speaking some form of truth. The elites are getting cursed out in just different random videos, the Illuminati, etc., etc. So we definitely at the doors of the end, man. Before you know it, man, they probably shut this internet down at some point anyway, man.
I've got a preset.
Mm.
Job chapter 20, verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh Shai shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Yeah.
It's a new world order, yeah. So,
Yeah, the new world, and we're in that time, and we talk about a lot about the new world order, and we talk about the chip, cashless society, and all that, because that's major prophecy, man. That's major prophecy.
yeah, definitely. That's the next big one.
Yeah, how you can have
Once the
something
chip
so
comes.
big happening
So,
on the planet, but you saying in the scriptures, or we're going to talk about it? That's crazy. No, Revelation 13:16 is a major.
when that drops, bro, like brothers always go into it. From top on down. When that lands, it's over. When that chip lands, when the sea hit lands, that's a big prophecy, man. Once that comes, man. Basically, we're at the doors of the end once that lands.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe.
here it is. This man's going to turn.
Then,
All these cultures are using cash or whatever you're using, like coins. They're gonna take all that away and use it digital AI. You know,
You remember the times
Babylon Digital.
10, 20 years ago, the fucking buses you could pay 40p to get on them.
I remember those days.
Remember, you just give it to the driver at the front or the conductor or whatever, cuts you a ticket, you're on the bus. Now, there's all the fucking the credit, tapping your card and all that. You know, money got that on the.
Well, that's in
transport system.
you ain't been able to pay cash in London
For ages.
Like, 10 or probably before that.
Before that, bro. Yeah, they've conditioned man.
Everywhere else in the UK, you can still do that. But they do have the part next to it. You can where
tap
they
it
got
and that.
the tap part. So you got options.
Mm.
But like the fact that London is already for about 15 years,
Mm. They've
probably 20 or however long they've been doing that.
hey bro,
That shows you where they want the rest of the UK going. And
oh yeah, definitely. Cause it's the frog.
because how on earth is London for about 20 years?
Been cashless,
Right, and that doesn't make it.
and now it's almost become
Like
like
proves it's the frog.
it's the frog. It's the frog. It's the frog.
Came out in 2003 though, Instacart.
2003. Wow,
Yeah.
man. So it's been out for ages.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, that's longer than 20 years. That's crazy.
And progressively, they made more and more things cashless during that time.
Yeah. And they said they first trialed it in Walthamstow in 1992. They first trialed
Damn, the trial
short
shit.
period.
1992.
92 in Walthamstow.
1992 is crazy. So all the way in the 90s,
Mm.
Kind of Instacart.
they were trying to.
Mm.
That's crazy. Cashless buses
Mm.
and then travel from 1992.
Mm.
And there's like different places around the world that copycat it. Because I remember when I went to Istanbul, what was it, like 12 years ago, back in the world, they had something called Istanbul Cart, which is like you go onto the trams, the trains, you had to get that card and put credit on it like an oyster.
Mm.
You know, so they're all following after that system, showing you that it's leading up to a global system. You know,
Yeah, I don't know where the first place was to do that. I don't know.
Probably
I
Sweden.
don't think. Yeah, I don't think London was the first place to do that.
Probably Sweden.
Right.
See, even before, we were going
Maybe
to it.
somewhere in Africa, because people don't know what Africa.
Oh, yeah.
They've been pushing cashless.
Like Somalia, everything's
They've been
cashless.
pushing. Yeah, but they've been pushing that shit.
For time out Africa. Africa's a guinea pig
People
land.
don't even know that. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They've been
A
pushing it
guinea pig land.
before the West.
For the West, fam. Guinea pig land.
You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
fucking, them motherfuckers using cashless, tapping their phones and that. Motherfuckers got iPhones and all that. In the certain parts. Bro, I was going to say, back in the day, 20 years back, you could get travel cards, daily travel cards, and you know, people used to like change numbers on them and you'd still be able to use it.
yeah.
You could travel for free basically. But you see, with the influx of digital world, it's even stopped people being able to duck and dive and live a bit freer to what we have today. To people think it's normal. Go ahead, bro. Sorry, man. Go on, bro. He was reading the image of the beast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You could live a little freer, man. The more digital the world's gotten, the more restricted it's gotten. It's the truth. These phones, the more the phones become like a computer, it's made people negative. People don't. It's not people's social abilities. I was checking something on that. People's social abilities are fucked. No one, because they're all in their phones. People can communicate better with you through the phone rather than in person now.
And that's what the goal is, because they don't want people to be socializing. You know, pretty much they don't.
They want you to social
In the
distance.
lockdown, you couldn't socialize.
Yeah.
They show you that in most of these fucking movies. George Orwell's 1984,
Yeah.
all of that, to show you what we're talking about.
They want you to social
In the
distance.
lockdown,
You need to do that.
couldn't socialize. They show you that in most of these fucking movies. George Orwell.
Yeah, came on the screen. It's cool. We're live though, isn't it? Yeah, go on.
Still hear it, bro.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
You read.
verse 15, I read it again. And he had power to give life onto
We
the
don't need to
image.
read that again. What another? What we
We
got?
had something else next.
That with verse 16, the mark.
Yeah.
Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand.
And that's what I was saying. They don't want people to socialize. That's part of it. They got the 15-minute cities. In lockdown, you couldn't down there socialize. 15-minute cities. They don't want people. They don't want people having popping.
Mhm.
They don't want a man dealing with a woman. They don't want people socializing.
Mhm.
They don't want none of that.
Mhm.
You
100%, bro. 100%.
Oh,
The fucking lockdown. Remember all that shit? They opened the clubs back up for people. We had to sit away from them.
yeah, to control people, man.
Remember when they were making a mockery? Remember when they had that thing where if you wanted to be in the environment, you had to stand in that circle, and someone else had to stand in the circle. They were taking the piss, man. These elites was laughing at you, man.
But that's how they want it. They show you that.
None of us didn't take no C
They
hits.
show you that in
No, sorry.
yeah.
None of us never took no
truth.
Vicky, man. None of us brothers took. None of the brothers, the Great Millstone, we didn't take the Vicky. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, guys in other camps taking it and saying
They lost
losing
their
their
faith.
and all that.
What we got, man? They read on with that.
Yep. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that no
Yeah, that's the chip, mate. So, it's a brain chip. You can have it in your hands. Matter of fact, you can just put it anywhere the goddamn want. You know what I'm saying?
If it's in you, innit?
Yeah.
Because the people
it
try to
works
get
better
smart.
in certain places.
Exactly, yeah, because the heat functions better there, innit? So it's like, yeah,
For it, right? And
these parts of the body, yeah.
if they show you in like there's a I can't remember the shows, but like the show when people get chipped in these, you know, movies and shit and games and movies and different media shit. Like people can have 10 chips.
Yeah.
You can just be chipped up, you know, like a robot.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and then you got upgrades.
You get people that do that in them
Well,
Swedish
that
videos.
show called Upgrade, is it?
Yeah.
And it's all about the chip. It's all about, you know, you can to upgrade the chip, the software. Yeah, to do that. So if you want clearance for extra buildings, they just all they have to do is put the codes into the chip. Now you got access to more buildings.
They always do that in them videos, like the guy.
Justin Timberlake in time, if you wanted more access, when he worked his way, he could go into different zones, but the chip had to have the clearance. You know.
Yeah.
What was you gonna say?
No. I've got something after you.
God, and that no man might
In time.
buy,
Sorry. No, go ahead. Sorry.
and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark of the beast or the number of his name.
What was you gonna say?
Yeah, I was gonna say In Time is like fucking great movie, man. It's like basically almost like what's happening. You see it in The Frog. People running to get places. You actually see it in real life, innit? But obviously in that film they have to have their credits had to be up. Otherwise, if it was low, they're basically fucked. You see that it's like this real life society we're in The Frog, man. You see it. People rushing to go places. They need their social credit to be high. It's crazy, man. Yeah.
That's true, and it says that no man might buy or sell, right? So that chip is going to replace your money system, because they're turning everything digital. So, but that's why the conditioning you, that chip just does everything. Now Sweden shows you that, because people are like, how is a chip going to replace money? Well, it is, and the chip, the brain chip that people are using for different things, they want one thing for all. One world government, one world money system, one system. So all they need to do is chip people. Now they can track them. They're not gonna have a separate thing for money, and separate for tracking, and separate. No, they just put it all on the chip. It does everything. It's a tracking device, everything. Now they're getting conditioned to that when people are in their phones all the time. People are plugged into the. Basically, like if you think about it, people it's like having a chip.
Yeah,
Because
it's plugged in, man.
You just plugged in. You never come off it. When you're come out to cross the road, you're still in it.
Yeah, bro. You see it.
The people never come off it. They just doom scrolling as they call it.
As they're walking.
Then they'll go to a shop and use it. So and then, the brother said so basically you got something called brain rot, like modern brain rot, because what they're doing is rotting your brain with over bullshit flooded with rubbish on the net. So you're scrolling through this rubbish. So your brain actually ain't developing. Your brain's just like you like an AI robot.
Yeah.
Like you're all up. You're just scrolling. You're actually not using. You're not developing or using your brain. You're just scrolling. So it's like you got the chip.
Basically.
There's a
You're saying that you're just scrolling, then you just about come off it to cross the road. Then as soon as you cross the road, you go back into it, and then you go in the shop. Then you use that same device to buy some something in the store. Now there's something I was gonna say about that.
You got people scrolling while they're driving.
Yeah.
I've actually seen it many times in the world. You actually have someone scrolling and driving at the same time. They just can't help it.
Right.
Sometimes they don't even realize they're doing it. It's just second nature, scrolling while you're driving.
Oh yeah,
Second nature.
or you see these fucking idiots walking like that, and then someone comes and just takes it on them scooter bikes,
Oh, yeah.
and then they sort of the crime is back. No, it's just idiots in their phones. It's easy to take it off their hands. Have you seen them? They walk like that, and people just go on the bike and just take it out of their hand and drive off, and that's like there's a spike in it because everyone's in their phones like that. And it's sort of crime. No, it's just fucking people going
It's just
GMO.
nothing got a cyber crime.
Huh?
It's a modern crime.
It's a modern
cyber
crime. That's what it is.
Because them same phones that people are using. Well, they got a solution for that. The chip.
Oh, it's the solution
can't
for
steal.
everything.
Yeah, you can't steal that
It's
kind
the
of
solution
stuff.
for everything, bro.
Because
Yeah.
if you're using this phone like that, basically, that's the holdables. So
Put it in
How-
you, innit?
it's a holdable. It's already like a chip
Yeah.
because you constantly you if you're not you're glued into it all the time.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's got your brain.
You can,
So
they can just put it in you. You can just go like that, innit?
that'll be next.
In your fucking, in your hand and that. You see it in the movies. The thing, man, you can see it. Everything's just flicked like that on the details.
Yeah, virtual reality.
It's all in them.
That's what they're getting the metaverse. That's what that would be. Virtual reality.
Yeah.
AI. That's so basically your phone is like virtual reality.
Yeah.
And remember, with these technologies, these phones, the military has had phones. Wherever you see now is old technology, so they've got all of that lined up.
Right.
When you get a phone, this phone ain't new. They've been having high tech Samsungs 15 years ago, while you had the old school brick phones with the fucking antenna.
Yeah.
So the future is like we're saying.
Well, the newer
AI
models of the
and-
phones is like made this it's AI.
Mm-hmm.
So it shows you where they're going with this.
GPS technology.
The newest version of the cars is AI.
Well, this is what I was gonna say as well because I remember,
Driverless, like
bro,
everything that's new is heading. All roads lead to
Lead to
that
the new
chip,
world order,
to the
bro.
NWO.
bro, I was thinking about something when we was talking about when things started changing. I remember when they first started bringing electric red buses. Because in London you had the red bus before with the wire you press as the bell.
Yeah, the bendy bus.
The bendy, no, but even before the bendy buses, the old school route masters, the old ones. Now they got these electric ones. I remember the first one that they did when they first trialed it, because they put it on the news. Oh, electric bus lost control in central London, and it was like some driver, he couldn't control it. You had to see it, and the thing was going everywhere, and he ended up like smashing up half a high road. And they said we don't know how the bus just lost control. It just started picking up crazy speed. Then they so-called perfected them and released them into the streets. But all that electric shit, it's all controlled, man. They can fucking increase the speed on them if they want, crash them into walls. You see that in the that movie, Leave the World Behind. What did they do with all those Teslas? Teslas were all smashing on the motorway because they were controlling them from, they were controlling them things, man.
Right.
Them electric cars and all that. That's the future. Sorry, man.
That's all good. What we got?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see on that one.
This is Job chapter 5, verse 12. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Yeah, what is that? That's that NWO, bro. So he's gonna. He thinks he ain't got this, and he's actually doing all this actually to control the people, and to fight the Lord, like to stop the Lord and the angels. He's trying to
come in there claiming their kingdom
to destroy Rome, right? Exactly.
It's a war, isn't it?
Right. So he doesn't want Rome 3.0 destroyed. He's trying everything in his power this time round
to keep it.
It ain't gonna work. Yeah. And it's been prophesied that he would do that.
Yeah.
So the man's so carnal. So that means he knows it's going down, but he's so proud. He's like, well, how are we gonna get around these scriptures?
Yeah.
They're having meetings to get around these scriptures. That's why you got Psalms 2.
Yeah.
That goes into, let's read that. We'll go back to that. Psalms, let's read Psalms, the whole Psalms 2. Because that's what that's about.
Psalm
councils.
Yeah. Chapter 2 and verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?
Yeah, they think they're gonna do these things. It's like, what are you playing at? You know, you really think you're gonna get around the Most High? Go ahead.
It says the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh.
So the Lord's laughing at them, like, because he made everything. And here it is. They're saying, how are we going to get around these scriptures? You know what I've got to say in the English accent? You know, the posh one. Oh, we're going to get around these scriptures. You know, that's how the Milit's talking that, right? You know what I mean? Like, that's how they sound, isn't it? You know?
Those creepy elites. How are we gonna get around those scriptures? I mean, it says, isn't it? There's creepy Rothschilds. Even when the C-Hip came out, I remember because Jacob Rothschild was with his daughter. He's got a daughter. I forgot her name. Jacob Rothschild's daughter. What's her name? Is it Emma? Alina? Okay, one of the daughters.
I think it's Alina. No, it's not. It's not Alina. Yeah, it is Helena Roth. It is. Yeah,
and they were together. And I remember because they were talking about the C-Hip and the world is in a bit of like a turmoil at the moment. They were blatantly laughing. They were smirking. It was hilarious. They were talking about and they were smirking. Like, and all these idiots are locked down.
Yeah,
believe in this shit.
I think that there was this.
They were like, yeah,
I think they couldn't help it. I think they couldn't help it.
Yeah, they couldn't help it.
They couldn't help it.
You know, because they enjoy this. They basically enjoy the people's misery.
Yeah, I remember.
They're controlling you, man. They enjoy the people's misery, man. That was funny, man. Yeah,
well, they were laughing at the fact that the crisis wasn't even real.
Yeah,
well,
basically.
Well, for what? Well, probably more what you were saying.
Yeah, well, that's true, bro. You know, they controlling it.
Yeah.
They pulling the strings, man. They tell. Listen, man. They made people wear masks. They made everyone think about the war room. They made people wear surgeons' masks. But imagine that's like if you look at that from the mind of someone controlling. That's hilarious. I'm making you wear a surgeon's mask, as if that's stopping some type of virus.
Yeah,
remember that?
In it as well.
But you know, keep murking, man. That Bill Gates,
Yeah,
There's a lot of clips on him.
he's real nasty, man.
Yeah.
It's just, like you talk about he's talking about outbreaks and shit, and it's like doing the same thing,
Yeah.
like diseases. There's a couple of clips.
Oh, there's one where he talks about depopulation. Everyone's clapping at him. He made a great
Yeah,
point.
yeah. It's crazy, man.
It's about depopulating the planet.
Yeah, she said, how
Fucking
do we
robot.
get the world population down using
Yeah.
vaccinations? That's actually
And they
what
all
it said.
clapped along with it.
Yeah. Blatantly. Verse 4, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, and the Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure.
Yeah, that's the Heavenly Father, man. Man, the Lord controls this whole movie, man. And he's going to decimate them. But he said, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, meaning he's laughing when they concoct these plans and whatnot. The Lord's sitting in the heavens, like, laughing at it. And you know what? We laugh at it, but the thing is, we're stuck in the physical world, so we've got to kind of suffer being here. But guess what? It is a laughing stock. But imagine up in heavens. You know what movie showed you that? The Clash of the Titans, I think it was, remember? And it was like the angels were in the heavens in gold, and they were looking down, and Zeus was telling them not to interfere in man's earthly matters. Remember that? So it's like, yeah, they were showing you that in the film. Basically, they got that from the scriptures. The scripture says the Lord sits on his throne. He's laughing from the heavens, man, basically. But he does it through us, laughing. But he sits on his throne watching everything, basically, down there. Don't know how it is up there, but that's, or in the other dimension, but that's what happened.
Yeah.
He's watching all of this.
Yeah, the meet councils and
Yeah.
that about, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a scripture where who shall be a lion spirit in Ahab, and it said on the left and the right. I don't know if it says on that, even that, but something like that. But they was discussing, he was throwing it at different spirits.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there'll be different spirits, different beings.
Mm-hmm.
So beings, and they'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like who's going to do this, reasoning and stuff. They kind of did that in the Clash of the Titans and shit as well.
Yep.
Verse 6, yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. I will declare the decree, the Lord have said unto me, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. Verse 8, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost
That's
part.
the nations. The heathens represents the nations, man. The other nations outside of the Israelites. The Lord said, all we got to do is ask him and he'll give them to us. But obviously beginning with Yahweh Shai. And we can see that, man. See, if you, even now, see in this society, we might be in slavery, but the Lord's given us a spiritual eye to see things. Bro, if you can't see the so-called white man system is failing and it's going down, then, you know, it is what it is. You just, you're fuel for the fire, man. But it's blatant to see this place aspiring in.
Yeah.
Esau ain't got the power he once had, man. You know? But the Lord said he's going to give them to us, basically. So, like, sorry.
That's cool, bro.
So, you were going to say something like
Yeah, basically what you said, I was going to say the scriptures say that people perish where there is no vision.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if you don't have the vision, the foresight to see what's going to happen in these last days concerning prophecy, then you're going to perish in these last days because you don't have the vision. You know, you're going to be destroyed. That's why, it says, we believe through faith and we can see these prophecies coming to pass before they actually happen. And we have enough faith through the Spirit to go out there and preach of these things, man. That's the difference between the prophets and, non-prophets, non-elect, so to speak. Lord willing would be, the men.
And we're waiting for that. We're waiting to get the nations in captivity, man. Well, the scripture says in Revelation, the 13th chapter says, the patience and the faith of the saints. We're patiently waiting, man. And this kingdom don't get, as we seen it go down, it gets, this kingdom become more bitter, man. Just things get bitter I guess, you know, because we're in the truth and time's going on, life gets more bitter, man. But guess what? The vision at the end is we're gonna have the nations in captivity, man. When Yahweh Shai comes back.
Preset.
Go on, bro.
Yeah, we could keep going, but
Just a quick on the point.
yeah.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. You know, so we're gonna have power over the nations if we overcome these tests that are being set up for us to pass. The ultimate one being the MOTB, Revelation 13 and 16. You know, and he said that the Lord said, you know, he's gonna actually set us like as joint heirs and his throne. And what part of that, you made a point about us ruling over these nations. That's what we're gonna have them as slaves, man. That's what's coming, you know. Yeah, that's it on that.
And you gotta you know, envision that, man. Envision that. That's what's gonna happen. You know? And that's what it is. It is gonna go down, man. Go ahead, bro.
Yep. Verse 9 back in Psalms 2. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
That's payback.
Yeah.
That's what that is basically. Dashing them, with smashing them with the rods of iron is when you're sitting on the throne, bro. When we're sitting on the thrones, and we're getting the nations back. You know, hey, because that's what happens when a society falls. If a society falls, when it falls, a new person has to get back on. A new person has to sit on the throne. Meaning, a new person has to sit in the rulership position. This is the society ain't gonna fall. As we can see, Esau's world's gonna fall. But what's next? What's next is the Israelites is gonna rule.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Yeah.
And they got a problem with what
They don't really.
here it is.
They're going hard, man.
Here it is. It's poisoning fucking food and water that you gotta drink. Like, come on, man. Are we for real? You know what I'm saying? It's like
Poisoning the food, the fucking foods. The water. Yeah, I know.
Like you wanna have kids, yeah, man. You wanna see your kids
Grow up here, like.
right. Like you be just suffering. And here it is, man. Man, this is just BS, man.
The alcohol is fucking shit. For real?
Yeah, it's poison. He gets the best shit, but he gives you this mass manufactured BS.
Yeah, that's what we have to have. That's what we have to have. Mass manufactured
poison.
Yeah, exactly, man. You said it, bro.
They don't drink that dirt that you niggas be drinking. Because it is dirt.
Hennessy and all that cheap ass Henny and all this bullshit.
Right.
You know, niggas got demons on them, so they ain't even getting affected by the poison.
That's
shit.
demons.
Niggas got demons on them. That's why they ain't. Because, you know, brothers can drink alcohol or eat certain foods, and it's, you know, some brothers is more sensitive than others, but you can feel that poison in you.
Yeah, them niggas.
Some niggas can be like up to
the
their worstness. Yeah, man. Be upwards 60 years old and they ain't even. They don't get no fucking liquor poisonings and all that. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 10. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. That's it.
Speak on it, Names.
Yeah, man. What he said, the last two verses. When it said basically, if you have trust in the Lord. We'll read that last bit again, bro.
Yep. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry.
Yeah, meaning kiss the Son. How are we doing that? We're doing that right now by speaking this truth. You know, by teaching this word in its entirety and it's 100% truth. We're speaking Yahweh Shai. We're showing respect unto Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
You know? Go on,
Exactly.
bro. Better respect the, you know, the Godfather.
Yeah.
You know? Better show respect, man. Otherwise you're gonna get, you know, like in them mobster
Get one in
movies.
your head back, innit?
Yeah,
That's
That's
adventure.
you know.
For real.
You know, the
You always
spirit.
get one in your head back.
Lord will
you
send
know?
one of them spiritual hitters on you.
Exactly.
You know.
In the forms of fucking demons and yeah, bro. For real, demons, attacks from your family, in-house attacks, your car,
Yeah.
fucking economically money. All of a sudden you fucking in game 2-3 months you ain't got no money. Yeah, man. Yeah, go on, bro.
Yeah,
go on,
Yeah,
man.
man. Kiss the son, lest he be angry,
We'll close out on this.
Okay, yeah.
and he
After
perish,
this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
and he
We
perish
might,
from the
we
way.
might go back on live
Okay.
in a bit or something.
Okay.
It says, when his wrath is kindled but a little, blessed are all they that put their trust in him.
Which goes into faith, man. You know, and faith is pretty much, without faith you can't please the Lord. It's one of the most important things.
And it's a gift.
You know, it's a gift.
We'll talk.
You know, faith will get you, true faith in Yahweh Shema Shai, which is a gift, will get you through it all, man. You know? So blessed are those that put their trust in him, meaning that you got the faith. You're blessed for that. And the elect are gonna have that faith to pull them through. You know?
Yeah. Close it up, Mips. You can close it up, man.
Yeah, man. So you know, Lord, that was edifying. You know, with that, man, we're gonna say, you know, Shalom.
Hey,
Shalom to
shalom.
the elect.
Shalom.